Well, hello there, sports fans. This is Red Ray coming to you from the top of the Golden Triangle. You know, I ain't bad to start an argument, but I ain't past it. So that's probably what we're going to do today. There's a lot of stuff folks talking about. So when you preheat, why do you preheat? And a lot of folks say, well, you got to cook the moisture out of that metal. That metal ain't got no moisture in it. I can tell you that right now for a fact. If it did, that's not going to suck it up like a sponge. You go to putting pressure on it in water, it's going to leak. So that's out the door. A lot of people sit there and say, well, so there's the propane and the acetylene both has it produces water when it's burning and all. Well, it may do it, and then it does because you keep looking it up. Everything you look up says that's what happens. I've always contended that the moisture that you see on that metal is from the rapid heating of that part, and that water that you see on there is condensation, not produced from the flame itself. So let's do a little test and see how that comes out. All right, this is the top of my heater down here in the shop. I got just a propane torch. All right, let's see what happens here. See that moisture? Everybody says, yeah, that's coming out. That's a byproduct of that torch burning. That's all that is, what they're saying. We're gonna go ahead and warm us up a spot here. Get that pushed back. That's not coming out of the metal. But okay, so that propane torch is putting out more H2O, right? That's what they're saying. I'm saying it's from rapid condensation. Why? How come I ain't putting out water again? How come I don't have another wet spot right there? Huh? Just like on the windshield of your car. You sit there on the windshield of your car, you either got the air conditioner running through your defroster or your defroster. All of a sudden there's moisture in there from a rapid temperature change. That's where all that moisture is coming from that you see. It's not coming as a byproduct of the torch. That's coming from rapid condensation. Although that, yes, that flame is producing a certain amount of H2O, that's not what you're seeing on that part. Because if it was, I could put this torch back on there and I'd pick up, there I'd go, I'd be getting moisture on it again. But I'm not. You're heating it up, pushing that moisture off of it. That, boys and girls, is why you preheat, is to get that warm enough so it doesn't suck the temperature out of your well so fast it makes it crack. Hey, you want to know why do you preheat? You preheat because the material's cold. Especially when you take it all the way down to the smallest part. You put a tack into something, say it's pretty thick and it's cold. That cold metal is going to draw the heat out of that tack so fast, it's possible it could crack it. Well, put it that way. I don't say it will, it won't, or whatever, but it's possible it could crack it. That crack could go unseen, and as you finish welding it up, and that crack's in there, it can just keep on cracking and keep on cracking. Out here welding on a disc or something, or a bush hog, probably won't matter. If you welding on a boiler tube, it's gonna make a difference if you got a crack in there or not. You welding on a pipeline, it's gonna make a difference if you got a crack in there or not. Cause that crack just keep on, and it cause a catastrophic failure. So that's one of the main reasons for preheating. The other reason is most time if you look in your welding procedure specifications, your WPSs, it'll sit there and tell you it's got to be a minimum of 60 degrees or whatever. That's the other reason, because you're following your procedure, and those procedures were qualified under certain conditions, and that's a lot of times that's what they were because they're done in a test lab. So. But that's the main reason you don't want it to suck in the heat out of that well so fast that it'll cause it to crack. You know, they say the parting of the Red Sea really never happened. They said, well, it was a strong wind. It happened to be like a jetty out there, something that they crossed on. You know, you can go scuba diving over there in that spot. You can find chariot wheels. Do a little investigating those chariot wheels. The designs of them are the same ones that was of the soldiers that was chasing them. You know, a lot of folks say they don't believe in the Bible. Do some investigating, check it out, and make sure those are facts. Well, now that's my opinion now. So y'all light it up, see what y'all think, you know, have it out, see what y'all's decision is on it. Like I said, I know for a fact it ain't coming out of the metal, because if it was, that thing would be a sponge and it would leak. Yes, I do believe that acetylene and propane does produce a certain amount of moisture or H2O through its burning process. But no, I do not believe it puts out that much, and if it did, I believe it would put it back on there after it warmed up. I do believe the moisture comes from rapid condensation, or condensation from the rapid heating, just like the windshield in your vehicle when you turn the defroster on and it's cold, or when you sitting there in the winter time, in the summertime, it's hot outside and you turn your air conditioner on, you all of a sudden you get condensation on the inside. That condensation on metal is caused from a rapid temperature change, not coming off the byproduct of the flame. Because if it did, you bring it right back to it, you put it back on there, you get moisture again, in my opinion, what I'm thinking. It might be ugly, but I ain't stupid. Y'all be careful. See you later. Go to church on Sunday.